We're at the top of the stretch. We're set to go for the Grade 1 Breeders' Crown Final Open Pace. Bring that bell because the heavyweight fight is on. And there they go off and pacing, and Gingras lights up, hunting the last dollar from the 10 hole, and he's going to chase him out of there. With Coach's Corner and Ervin Hanover to the top three. Ken Hanover will follow fourth. Captain Albano's going to track him fifth in front of Coach Stefanos, who's going to be sixth to the opening turn. Maximus Miki parked out, now sliding back for a spot seventh in front of Calico Jack Hanover. Nijinsky next to last early on. Oakwood Ardan, the early trailer. Hunting the last dollar, getting seesawed on the lead by Gingras. He's going to let Coach's Corner go to the front in front of him. He's soon going to be in a three-hole as Ervin Hanover's on the move in the backstretch for done. After the 26-1 opening quarter, Coach's Corner and Bartlett leading the way, but here's Ervin Hanover up on the outside, set to power ahead. Hunting the last dollar in third. Ken Hanover fourth. Scooting to the inside. Coach Stefanos saves ground. And then second over is Captain Albano as Miller's on the move with Ken Hanover first up out of four. Third over Maximus Miki. Locked to the inside is Nijinsky. The last pair, Calico Jack Hanover and Oakwood Ardan. 53-4. The Pacers were down to the half. And it's Ervin Hanover leading a length and a half on Coach's Corner, who's chasing in second. On the outside up to third is Ken Hanover. He's within about three of leader Ervin Hanover, who gets him to the third panel in 120 flat, and he turns for the stretch, and it's Ervin Hanover leading them by three. Here's Ken Hanover on the outside, trying to reel him in, and Coach's Corner chasing. From the back is Maximus Miki. Coach Stefanos making a break, hunting the last dollar. Ervin Hanover, though, still leading by a comfortable margin, and Ervin Hanover, strength from start to finish. He won't be caught. What a way to finish here. It's Ervin Hanover, powerful. How about 146-2, ladies and gentlemen? A new stakes record, a new track and Canadian record. It's Ervin Hanover, 146-2. What a way to close out the Breeders' Crown.
History's made, Randy. 146-2, a track and Canadian record here. Ervin Hanover. Look, when we spoke about this guy in late November last year, we knew he was in store for a big 5-year-old campaign.
Ken Hanover on the outside, trying to reel him in, and Coach's Corner chasing. From the back is Maximus Miki. Coach Stefanos making a break, hunting the last dollar. Ervin Hanover, though, still leading by a comfortable margin. And Ervin Hanover, strength from start to finish. He won't be caught. What a way to finish here. It's Ervin Hanover, powerful. How about 146-2, ladies and gentlemen? A new stakes record, a new track and Canadian record. It's Ervin Hanover, 146-2. What a way to close out the Breeders' Crown.
Guys, winning driver Dexter Dunn here. First and foremost, Dex, not a bad pickup last week.
Yeah, no, definitely very lucky there, Jess. You know, Louis had done such a great job with them all season and had a tough choice with this fellow in the jinx here, and I was really lucky the connections gave me a call to jump on board. I was more than happy to.
The open pace, known as the hard-hitting group of the divisions from top to bottom, there was no taking back tonight off of the gate. There were plenty of levers in there. Just walk me through that first quarter of a mile through your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you expect with these older boys, you know. There's no easy races for them all year, so, for them to still be trucking this time of year is a great effort. But I thought there'd be, a bit of action early, was expected, and probably got away a little handier than I thought, and made the move to the front there, and he was travelling so strong around the last turn, and he kept it up during the straight.
A couple of years ago, you set a record with Bulldog Hanover tonight, 146-2. It's a little chilly. Just talk about that effort from this guy.
Yeah, unbelievable mile. He just doesn't seem to get tired, Jess. Dave had him ready to roll, and as he was going on the track, he said he's better when it's colder, so it can be more confidence with him.
Nice job.
Thank you.
There you have it. Dexter Dunn, Dave Maneri, Ervin Hanover. They're going to team up for a 146-2 effort here in the Open Pace Breeders' Crown Final.
And returning to the Winback Farms winner's circle after capturing that Grade 1 Breeders' Crown Final for the Open Pacers. Number 5, Ervin Hanover. 5-year-old bay horse by Captain Treacherous is from the well-said Damn Eloquent Grace. Winning breeder Hanover Shoe Farms at Corporate. Apolloc Racing, the winning owners. Dave Maneri, you're now a Breeders' Crown winning trainer. Dexter Dunn, 2 Breeders' Crown trophies this weekend. Ervin Hanover, his latest. His 10th win of the year in 16 tries. 26th lifetime score. Mark McKinnon, the winning caretaker, doing a great job with Ervin Hanover, who steps to not only a lifetime best 146-2, but he establishes a new stakes record, a new track and Canadian record. And he's the fastest pacer of all time in Breeders' Crown history. Ervin Hanover, what a way to close out a fantastic two-night championships. Being presented by the winning trophy is by Scott Morgan and Frank Frost, representing the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. And fitting that they're here on hand celebrating with us, and we'll be there next year celebrating with them as Scioto Downs gets set to host the 2026 Breeders' Crown Championships. We look forward to that.
Dave, let's just get one of you holding the trophy there.
Congratulations to all of the connections. Ervin Hanover, a Breeders' Crown champion.
Here, come on next to the horse. Come on in there. All right. All right, there we go. Look at you guys. Perfect. Sorry, buddy.
Ervin Hanover captures the Breeders' Crown final here in a track record fashion, 146-2. I'm here with winning owner Tom Pollock and winning trainer Dave Maneri. First and foremost, Tom, congratulations. And when you got this guy late into his 3-year-old campaign, were you expecting that he'd be standing in the winner's circle in such a marquee stakes event?
No, probably not. We knew he was a nice horse. He showed signs of being able to go with the good ones, but he was kind of inconsistent, and we took a chance on him and kind of had a rough start to his year at 4, and then caught fire at the end of the year up here in November and December, a couple 47 miles, and then I knew we had something special then.
He showed a glimpse late last year of what he could do this year, but he came into his care late in last season, and he's carried over the momentum here this season. Dave Maneri, you've started sending him some horses. Just talk about the relationship you have with him, and just this job that he's done.
Oh, he's done an unbelievable job. It's been so much fun to race here and work with Dave. Mark Reynolds, who works with me and Dave, go way back, and we needed outlets to race all these horses we had, and Dave's just done an amazing job. I can't thank him enough.
Your first Breeders' Crown, Tom, congratulations.
Thanks.
We're going to bring in winning trainer Dave Maneri. First and foremost, Dave, congratulations. Late last season, you really were expecting big things from this guy heading into his 5-year-old campaign. To be standing here in the winner's circle for your first ever Breeders' Crown victory, explain the emotions.
We've been looking forward to it for a long time, and we kind of mapped out a schedule to get here, and everything sort of fell into place. We got pretty excited last year. He was good early on this year, but last year he just ended the year on a good note, and he's done the same thing again this year.
You're no stranger to having success in some of these big-time moments as well, but obviously Pollock Racing, giving you a lot of horses over the last couple of years also to train, which you've done an exceptional job with. I mean, for you, what does it mean to just get trust, from some big-time owners in these big-time spots as well?
Just such a good supply of horses and such good people to deal with. Dealing with Tom and Mark Reynolds, it's made my job a lot easier. It's less pressure. It's a bit more horses and better horses, but it's took a lot of pressure off me.
You put in countless hours, though, in the barn, like many horse people do, though, Dave, but, from early mornings and some late nights, you've got your family here watching alongside as well. When you really think about it and in these moments and to have these people a part of it, I mean, for you, try and put it into perspective.
I'm just so lucky, great family, at home and at the barn. I can't thank my staff enough. Everybody works really, really hard. Mark McKinnon, he was in tears in the winner's circle. He does a great job taking care of this horse, and we're a team. We all do it. We all work hard, and I appreciate everybody a lot.
You had high hopes for this guy coming into this big race, and he was able to deliver in a record-setting fashion. Dave, your first ever Breeders' Crown. Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thanks a lot, John.
All right, Ervin Hanover, Dave Maneri, Pollock Racing, Dexter Dunn. They wrap up the Breeders' Crown weekend in style.